Good morning. Morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's Sunday. Saturday was a good day. I finished 2 bags, but then I had a rest. My head was screaming like a demon. I'm excited for my appointment tomorrow so that way I can see what's going to happen, but I feel like I already know what's going to happen. Antibiotics and steroids. That's their key. Maybe they like to try like new nasal sprays. There's this one that I really, really like. I forgot what it's called. It has like the most longest name that you've ever seen, but with my insurance, it's $200 for it. So I usually don't get that one. So I'm trying to see what they're gonna do. Last time I had a sinus infection this bad, they wind up giving me these like saline steroid things that you put in a neti pot, and you have to keep the medication in the fridge, and it only comes from California. That one's expensive too. They always want to try something new with me because I'm always like no to the surgery. Oh, you're trying to make me blush, and I'm pale right now, so you really can see it. um, yeah. So I'm waiting. My ENTs, they like to I don't know. They like to try all these different saline steroid drugs. I'm doing the neti pot. I'm doing cold compresses on the back of my neck, and I was doing some acupressure because there's like these there's a nodule that's in the middle of your eyebrows, and if you kind of like massage it hurts right now because I know I have a sinus infection. But I did feel like it drained. I can't explain it. Like I felt something in my face, like a swirling sensation, and after that I felt better. I did have a good night's sleep, so that's a blessing right there. Good morning. Virginia, you're definitely missed. Sorry, I know you're feeling like. I think it has to do with the weather. Hope's suffering from headaches too, and I think she has migraines, and I might have to take her to a neurologist. I was hoping and praying that none of my kids got this because I've had it for a very, very young age. I had headaches so much as a kid, and it wasn't my vision or anything like that. It's a mixture of sinus pressure and just different things. Like if I eat too much chocolate or whatever, it will trigger a migraine. And I was praying that none of my kids got it, but like Hope has been suffering for the past 4 days with a headache. And she's not congested, so it's like a tension headache or a cluster headache or something. So I might need to take her to a neurologist. And I'm like dreading that because like once you start down that cycle, you never not need a neurologist, right? Let's see. Good morning. Yeah, I've tried the magnets. My husband actually gave me, when we first got together, he gave me magnets, and I feel like it works temporarily. It's just everything always feels like it's temporarily. Does that make like? And at that point, when you're in that dire need with a headache, you don't care what you do to take the edge off. Um, I mean, I feel like people need to start talking about migraines more because a lot of people have like cluster headaches, tension headaches, migraines, sinus headaches, and it affects your day-to-day life. It affects your mood. It can make you depressed. It can give you anxiety. It can make you not sleep and make you not eat right. There's so many things that goes on with that, and I feel like it's not talked about enough. Um, there needs to be more of a voice because I feel like there are a lot of medicines. I explained to you guys that I'm on, gabapentin, all these other medicines to help prevent migraines. Um, they even did like a blood pressure test, and my blood pressure is good, but they feel like some of blood is like restricting in my head, so they put me on a um, low dose aspirin and low dose hypertension medicine, even though I don't have hypertension because of the blood restriction that goes to your head when it causes migraines. I feel like I definitely feel like they should have more things available to us, like chiropractors, massage therapists, the people that do the cups and acupressure. All that stuff should be available. PT, because a lot of migraines are triggered with like neck and shoulder like injuries. Like there should be more things available to us. Like I have a friend that would get migraines all the time, but she had no idea that she tore a muscle in her side of her like rhomboid shoulder blade area, and it would just trigger whenever the storms would happen. She actually got it repaired, and after that it's been like 10 years and she's never had a migraine since. Our bodies are like magical and mystical at the same time. I had the surgery twice, Denise. The first time I was a little Nova, I was in my teens, and the second time was in my late 20s, and they didn't work. They want to do it again. It's a different doctor. I just, I don't know. Yeah, dark rooms. Yeah, yesterday I had no lights in my bedroom. This is probably one of the reasons why I love Audible so much, is because like the TV's really bright, but I could put it on something on my phone and just listen and be in a dark room without feeling like I'm doing absolutely nothing and time is just taking forever. You know, you have a bad headache when you're like, this day is lasting absolutely forever. That's how was feeling last week. Every day felt like I could feel every minute passing by because the pain was so intense. And I'm glad that it took the edges off today. I still feel it. Like I feel like I have a rubber band around my head and it's tight, but and my neck hurts, but it's not like I was at a 7 yesterday. I'm like at a 5 today. So I take that as a small blessing, and I'm just gonna keep pushing. Yes. I do that. There's these iPad things that you stick in the microwave you can get at CVS, and they're filled with some kind of like rice or beans, and then when you warm them they kind of sink into your eye socket, and it feels so good when you get that done. And then the CVS rep said I do that for like 5 minutes and then do cold, like a cold mask, like hot and cold, because she's saying hot will help release the pain, but it doesn't remove the swelling. So she's like, you need to counteract it with something that can help reduce the swelling. So I usually do an ice pack as well. And besides, it was hot. It's been hot, so I'm not minding the ice pack. Yes. Virginia, okay, broke from copays. Like seriously, we have United Healthcare through Kendall's job, and a $20 copay for regular doctor's visits, right? It's okay, but because you go to a neurologist, a physical therapist, eye doctor, all that becomes special doctors, and it could be anywhere from 40 to 60. And then when they want to do tests that can more than blood or normal like CT, like they want to do CT scans, MRI scans, all these how they figured out about the blood in my head is they waited until I had a headache, and then they actually did an IV one where so they put special dye and they kind of like light up your head like the stuff that they put in there lights up, and they can see if blood is not restricted into one area or not. And that, I'm not gonna lie, that test was pretty cool. I couldn't get the taste of like fish out of my mouth for like a week, but it was cool because they were able to actually see that I do have restricted, like my vessels are like not working properly in my neck, and so therefore it triggers a lot of headaches. I hope you get well too, Virginia, because I know it sucks. You're not alone. You're not definitely not alone. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what's funny is I watched this lady, Dr. Dragon, or Dr. She's a chiropractor, and she's in Orlando. I desperately want to, like, I keep saying I'm going to go on her website to see if I can get an appointment with her when I go to So Magical, cuz she does these like cool like deep scalp massages, like with this weird comb, and everybody that has migraines that she does it to looks good. She even pops ears. I didn't know that that was a thing. until I watched it. I'm like, I secretly really want to be able to get an appointment with her just to see how much better I could feel. Um, I think I think I might start going the chiropractor route because I'm tired of medicine too. Yeah, you watch her too? Okay, I like she's in Orlando, right? And I'm like, okay, should I go and see if I can get an appointment? I don't care if she films me. And the thing is that the one thing I love about her is that I know this is going to sound weird, but representation matters. Hold on, I got a fur feather on me. Representation matters, and I see her doing even the head and hair massages to curly girls like me and women of color, and I'm just like, I want to go. Thank you, because like normally when I see scalp massages is with somebody with really straight hair, and then I'm like, I can't get it done because my hair is curly. I can't. But she does it, and I'm like, I really want to go to her. I feel like it can be like the start of a better treatment. Yeah, she pops ears. Dr. McDragon. She's on YouTube. She's actually really weird to I like to listen to her while I'm sewing. I don't know why. Her voice and she always has like the coolest tights. The coolest tights in the world. I want to know where she gets her yoga tights. She does like yoga positions while she's like adjusting you. She is so strong. Like she is so strong mentally and physically. Like I'm in awe of her. McDragon, yeah. Dr. Mungdragon. Like, and her brother, I think she has two brothers, and they're both in chiropractic too. So let me show you some stuff first, so we can get off the head thing. Um, so um, Country Cow came out with a new pattern this Friday, and it, like I said, it's under $3. It's called My First Toe. So if any of you guys are watching and you're like, hey, I want to start somewhere, but I don't know where to start, this is a perfect project. Also, I want to admit that I don't think it's just for beginners. I think it's for intermediate, advanced, in any stage because these little totes, they come in three different sizes. And again, if you're someone that's looking to make have a small Etsy shop or Shopify shop, or go to have a little booth at a farmer's market or a craft show, I think these are really good option to make bags with really pretty fabric that can be a quick turnaround and be profitable for you and affordable for a customer. So she, like I said, she has three sizes. I actually use this at the mall. So I have my daughter's receipts in here. I carried a wall. This is mini. And I carried a wallet, a phone. Thank you, Jenny. I carried a wallet, a phone, and pretzels. We got pretzels at Annie's Pretzels in the cup in here. And people at the mall asked me where I got this little bag. It comes together really, really nicely. I put a little tag right here. There's no pockets. I use the mini, so my straps are really long compared to it. There's no pockets, and the way it closes up is pretty cool. There's no seams. You see like just the side seams. This pattern I feel like is really smart and clever. It doesn't cost a lot. I think it's under $3 or under $4. But it comes in three different sizes. You get pattern pieces for all three sizes, and it comes together really fast. I did get the all clear to make a video for this, so I think I'm going to be making a video for this on Monday and having it released on Friday. I love this pattern, and then you can add on. It's a nice shape. It's if somebody is trying to like dabble and try to maybe start doing modifications, I feel like this is a blank palette and you can do so much with it. But I love this mini size, and it's pretty. It is mini. It is a mini, but it holds a lot. If you want to add pockets, if you want to add a recessed zipper, if you want to add just like a hanging pocket or a key thing, it would be great. But I feel like this is a really good thing to have at conventions. I'm actually going to make a couple of these for Baltimore Comic-Con because there are smaller kids that always come to my booth that have like their not their little monies that they get from their parents, and they want something like this. And this will be really cool because if someone's like, oh, I always like Alice in Wonderland, but I can't afford anything else here, you sell this bad boy for $10 or $15. You made a kid happy and you had a good turnaround because this is less than a fat quarter. The inside is used with a fleece and it holds up and stands up on its own. It has really good structure because of the way the patterns are done. And again, the closure method on here is oldie but goodie. And I was so happy when I seen it because I remember when I first started doing bag making, this is how they closed up everything. So just something to think of. Um, Also, thumbs and thimbles. Okay, so you guys hear me talking about Alchemats a lot because I strike for them. There's two groups other groups I strike for. You guys always hear me talking about Backstitch, and Thumbs and Thimbles is the other one. Thumbs and Thimbles I haven't mentioned for the last maybe half a year because the owner had twins and was on bed rest and they're brand new babies, so she's coming back. She's having a clearance sale, not a clearance sale, like a sale on all her hardware that she has currently, and the retail opens up today. Um, so I get a lot of questions asking me like, where do I get my Star Wars ones? She's one of them. I'm going to be making a bag today using this magnet. This is BB-8. Look at the detail on this. That is crazy. And they're absolutely gorgeous. If you're going to go to the retreat in North Carolina, I'm going to be showing you how I install these and different cool things I do to make them emphasize the magnet to look like something. So she has a Star Wars one. I have two of, but everyone always asks me where I get my Lord of the Rings stuff. It's Thumbs and Thimbles. And I was so happy that she's coming back because I'm out of the magnets of Lords of the Ring. And look at R2-D2. These are so detailed. Winnie, her detail is outrageous. So they will open up today. If you're not part of her Facebook group, or you don't have Facebook group, then the site is closed for right now. But you can go to the website Thumbs and Thimbles and put in your email, and it'll email notify you when the retail is open. So there's that. So you have these. If you've been wondering where I got some of my Star Wars or my Lords of the Ring, it's Winnie. Winnie's my favorite place to get Lords of the Ring. She usually works with Shannon from Not a Threat Co. And they design like some of the most epic Lord of the Ring. Like they have Durian's store, they have the Hobbit store, they have J.K. Tolkien's signature. They have like a lot. Thank you, Jenny, so much. I really appreciate you. If you go to that account on Shopify, Thumbs and Thimbles, at thumbsandthimbles.com. It's on Shopify. It says it's closed, but if you put your email on there, you'll get an email notification when it's open. If you are on Facebook, you also can follow Thumbs and Thimble on Facebook, and then that way you can get. There's usually an admin like Shannon or someone that manages it and say, hey, it's now open for the public. Her turnaround time is a little longer, but she just had twins. And they're babies. They're infants. And oh my gosh, she showed us a picture. And I lost my stuff. I miss my kids being that little. They smell so good, even when they smell bad. Then I miss them, and it's the weirdest thing because when they're that little, their fingers could be in your nose, their feet could be anywhere, and you're like, yes, I love you. I got this plastic away. Okay. Okay, so the bags I finished yesterday were Georgia Girl Stitch and the cami. You guys know I love the cami. It's a great seller for me. It's a fast bag to make, and you can add really cool things like leather or cork or something to make it more high end. So the first one I made was, I have to lint roll them, so mind the lint, is this one. This is Doctor Who. This is his name in his language. I used some indigo kind of navy blue leather with antique zippers, Doctor Who. And I made just like a regular crossbody, and I used my ends were wax canvas on the ends to enclose the cotton. And then on the inside is just two slip pockets and a zipper pocket. Let me make sure I close the zipper pocket because we all know I don't do that. Yes, it is closed. And the second one I made, and see how I used a magnet in the middle? Like, you're not going to be able to go in there because that's in the middle if you can see the two lines, but it gives the bag a little cool, man, I need to lint roll. It gives the bag like a little cool, like extra, like bling. And then I put my name tag on the back of the bag that I need to lint roll. This wax canvas like attracts lint like I have never seen before. So this is, as you can see on this one too. So again, I just put it on the back, and I didn't have a magnet that I wanted for Ahsoka. I'm waiting for someone to come out with an Ahsoka magnet, but I did get these Ahsoka zipper pulls at Say Creations, and I did a Ahsoka one because the TV series comes out next month. So having things in your shop that look that are going to be current into what like day-to-day life I think is a good thing because people are going to be hyped about the show and they're going to want to buy something. So again, cork, and inside the pockets you can see I used the fabric as well, and I did the slip pocket with the same fabric right here. I like to add the zipper pockets to have like the same as the front because it is easier to do cost by just putting a plain, but I love it when people open up a zipper and they see something like I get a lot of people on Etsy showing pictures of the actual inside of the pocket because they're so used to pockets just being plain. So I don't know. I feel like it's important to do something. I see a rogue thread. Sorry, it just, if I don't do it now, I won't pay attention to it. Yep. All right. So, you know how like you cut really close, but then that one thread sticks out like a split in? So yeah, whenever I see it, I even take these when I go to conventions or craft shows, so that when I'm putting up a bag, if I notice a thread, I'll just like zap it real quick. It's my, I don't like rogue threads. And again, I used cotton webbing, and I used this pull tab I got from Fireweed Stitch. I think this will be better on like a cork, not a thick vinyl, but like a cork or like the thinner vinyls, because this one slides too easily. You want it to be resistant so that way it doesn't slide throughout the day. So on the other one, I did it with a thinner one. I know. I'm not too sure what materials I'm going to be using for the retreat. I know, since the retreat for the one we did for Noodlehead, yes, wax canvas is everything. I love it. A lot of people like to gravitate towards it. It's a natural material, and then your bag is water resistant and it protects the things inside. Inside of these, I used a very, very thick, heavy, I think it was like 13-ounce duck cloth that I got from Fabric Wholesale Direct, and it's relatively inexpensive. It's like $4 a yard, and it's a big yard. It's like 46 by 36. No, 46 by 52, I'm sorry. And usually when I use that, I use just duck canvas because duck canvas is just a thick material. And when I sell these bags, I can say it's all natural materials. I can say I have leather handles, duck canvas, and wax canvas, and cotton in the front. And it all depends. I have some people that like love vinyl, and I have other people that absolutely despise it. Just like I have people that like yes to the leather, and then everyone's saying I need a leather alternative. So just having things open for everyone is very beneficial. I don't know if I showed you guys this. So I generally don't buy when I'm at conventions. It takes a lot for me to buy stuff because one, I'm in my booth all the time, even if I have a helper. Because I promise you, anytime I leave to use the restroom or try to get something to eat, somebody comes through the booth. So I'm generally at the booth the whole time, so I don't get to see everything. But what I do is I do pay, because I have other people around me, I start really paying attention to their booth. And generally that's when I start buying stuff for people, is around that time. So for all my people that do crochet and knitting, do it at conventions. People pay for dolls. So the lady gave me a steep discount on her crochet. But this, what I'm about to show you, the Pikachu cost $99 at AwesomeCon. She gave it to me for 40 because I was a booth buddy, even though I insisted to try to pay the 90. She said no. But I wanted to show, her name is Catalina Vihalo. And let me see. I'm gonna let me see if I can. I'm going to see. She has an Instagram, so let me see if I can pull it up. I should have done this prior to it, but I am always last minute. Let's see. If I can't find it, I'll do it later. Corvara Crafts. I will find her. I'll find her later, but she made. Look at how cute this is. It's Baby Pikachu. And it's so soft. I wish it had its tail, but you know, hey, she did something I would never even thought. Right? So if I know most of us in bag making have another talent, whether it's quilting, knitting, crocheting, whatever. She had tons of these and people were buying them left and right. This one went for $90 and people bought them. I got one of the last ones. She saved one for me in the back that other people didn't touch. And I always think they give me discounts because of faith or hope, because they'll be like, oh, my mom wants to buy this, and then they'll give it to me. They don't know who I am, of course, so I don't know who they are. So yeah, I wanted to show you this because it's not just bags. I've seen people have like, oh, I've seen some people have really cool crochet and they have bags, and then they have bags made for crochet people. If you crochet or knit, making bags that are geared to knitters and people that crochet is an untapped resource. I get at least 10 times at any convention, do you make bags for someone that for my knitting tools? So just something to think about. If you have a couple things on display, I know Dalva, she likes to knit. Like if you made knitting bags and had a couple of knitting things by it, you might create another audience, so they can see that, oh, she makes really cool stuff. Let me buy this, because they're going to know what your work is worth because they do it, as well as they may pick up and buy a bag that can hold their hooks, their needles, all that stuff. And a person that has a really good crochet, Noodlehead has a great one, as well as Country Cow. So like just giving you something to think about that people do like. I wanted to get this last time. I was like, if I get one more cell, I'm gonna get it. I got the cell and someone bought it. You know, Appa from I don't even call him Appa, I call him Yip Yip from Avatar. Someone made him into a scarf, and I was like, I want this. It sold out that fast. I was like, dang it. Do it. Jenny, do it. Yeah, just put Thread Zapper in Amazon search thing and you'll find like a lot of them. It's just a thread burner. Yeah, just a regular thread burner. Dude, I mean, look, I collect these. These are like the coolest things ever. I have them everywhere. And the cooler they look, the longer they last. Do a couple seam rippers, Jenny, do it. I know, everyone keeps saying that. Everyone just like mails me stuff. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I want something super cool. I've used stilettos. I use stilettos all the time. They're amazing. Maybe you need to reach out to Sandra and you could do something custom for our retreat, like something cool. Something real cool. All right, Margie, that's high five to us buying it. See, Jenny, you have people like do it. So the other thing I purchased, I think I showed it to you guys, but I'm not too sure, was the press book for Lords of the Ring. Yeah, I'm waiting for Kindle because I'm trying to figure out if I want to frame just it. This is like a lot of pages. They don't make press books anymore. Everything is done digitally. But back in the olden days, this is before I was even born. This press book was made in 1978. Um, but like what they would do is they will send these to AMC or whatever theater, and they would have these to put up in the theater showing what the new movie was. So these are the actual things. It's really cool. So I'm waiting for Kendall. I'm gonna have him like I want to have this framed, but then I won't be able to open up the pages and like look at the characters and the stories behind the characters. I love Lords of the Ring, in case you don't know. If you make a Lords of the Ring Seam Ripper, Jenny, I will buy it. I will buy it and show it every single day. Okay. No one has a Lord of the Rings Seam Ripper. I'm just throwing that out. And maybe a Barbie one, because Barbie's about to be blowing up in our sewing world. So, Lord of the Rings for all us nerds. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this. Right? It's in really good condition. So the guy was selling this for $50, but because I had a booth there, he gave it for me to $35. This is the only thing I bought from there other than my daughter's emo hood. But I'm like, I am so stoked about this. I need this to get framed. But I don't want to get it framed just yet. So I'm doing Baltimore Comic-Con, and there's 2 artists that drew this. One of them passed away. The other one is 92 years old, and he's going to be there in September. I'm paying to get this dang book signed. I'm going to get it signed and then frame it. So my nerdism will be super excited. Please stay alive until September, dude. Just 92 is not that old to me, because I feel like if you live a healthy lifestyle that you can do magical stuff, but I understand 92 is still old. But there's only one of the directors that's going to be in here. It's September. I think it's the first week of September. I think it's the 4th or the 8th, one of them. He will be there, and I'm going to have a booth. So I'm trying to have my daughter like on it, because I need to run and get this signed and then come back and bring it back home to make sure that it's okay. Because of course, this is no longer in syndication, because this was in 1978. See? Dude, crochet cute animals, man. This is Pikachu. Oh my god, I want a BB-8, or like all of the I do have Chewy. I do collect knit and crochet like stuffed animals that are weird. There is a pattern for someone to do a Ludo off of Labyrinth, and I just don't have the time. There's also this really cool sewing pattern that I keep on saying I'm going to take like a week off and make it, because you know how much I love the Labyrinth. But yes, the guy who drew the Lord of the Rings will be at Baltimore Comic-Con, one out of 2. So I'm gonna try to get this bad boy signed, so I can be like, what? Look at this, and just have it like behind this wall over here. Yeah, Amazon rechargeable ones. Okay, so I did not tighten it. I did not tighten the die, but the die fits in there. I'm going to tighten it today. After I made the 2 bags, I'm not going to lie, I just beelined into my dark room. Yeah, in September, I want to say September 8th through September 10th. So yeah, it's Baltimore Comic-Con. It's pretty big. I don't like their load in and load out situation, but everything else I appreciate there. But yes, he's the guy for Lord of the Ring. I found that out when I bought this. The guy was like, get it signed. And I'm like, and I don't get things signed for monetary value at all. I just get it because I'm a nerd. That's what I do. If the artist is there and I have like the book or magazine, I'm going to get it signed. I was I really wanted to get my bag signed from Billy D. Williams at AwesomeCon, but I was like way too late. Yeah, I feel a little bit better. I yesterday I was like at a 7, today I'm like at a 5. It was funny because somebody messaged me and they were like, I could tell you're not feeling good because your eyes are like half masked. And I was like, Kendall was like, yeah, your eyes do that. They like go like you're sleepy when you have a headache. So I'm like, and I have color. Like if you yesterday I had like no color in my lips whatsoever. Whenever I don't feel good, I go I'm pale as it is, especially if you met me, but I get even paler. Yeah. Oh, last but definitely not least, I got a wonderful package Happy Mail yesterday, and I wanted to show you guys this because I keep talking about it, but I don't get to show you. Okay, first, isn't this 10 cute? I literally want a Barbie doll or something so they can hold it because this is like the cutest thing ever. This comes from New Moxie. Look, it is a Birkin. I'm like, what? All right. So you open this bad boy up, and this is the hardware I'm talking about. I want to show you how soft this pink is. Look at how pretty this pink is. I'm trying to put it up against something so you can see. That is the prettiest pink ever, right? And then the reason why I tell everyone to go to New Moxie is because it's not just like the hardware. She comes with the rivets. So you have your triangle. Like these are freaking, that's a good pink. And all I keep thinking about, you guys, making a Barbie doll bag because Barbie's about to come out. If you're selling bags, get on that Barbie. Get on that Barbie good. I seen this sublimation file yesterday that says, what did it say? She's everything and Ken is just Ken. I think this would be a dope bag. Like the front and then have all the pink hardware. She's everything and Ken is just Ken. And I'm like, oh my God. This is too cute. So yes, this is a solid Nicole. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on Nicole. Everybody says it in the group. Don't sleep on her. Look at that. Imagine the bag all black. I'm thinking an Erica Bowler bag with that sublimation on there, everything black, and let the hardware be pink, or just have the outline of Barbie, like the classic 51 with the ponytail on a Erica Bowler bag. That'll be hot. That'll be hot. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jenny. This is just too cute. And then like the reason why I'm thinking Erica Bowler bag is because remember there you put rivets in the front with the pink, just like having it all matte black, like a soft black, and then have the outline of Barbie or have the sublimation or HTV, or if you could find an embroidery in that front slip pocket saying that, and having all the hardware pink. Have your stitching, your thread pink. Chef's kiss. That would be a hot bag. It would scream sophistication and Barbie. So I don't know. She is killing it, but I'm like literally going to be putting this somewhere because it is a baby Birkin. This is the closest I'll get to having the real thing. So she has blue. She has blue. She has purple. She has orange. I use orange on my bluey bag, and everybody loved that. She has like a lot of colors, but there's something. And she even has a hot pink, but this soft pink, I think Barbie. I think a lot of Wonder Woman fabrics come in pink. So I'm thinking Wonder Woman. I'm thinking Marie from Aristocats. I'm thinking Notorious has a Floral Wars that's pink with all Princess Leia stuff. So I'm thinking like a whole bunch of different stuff. Pink Power Ranger. There's a lot of stuff that can go with that color. But there is blue. Yeah, Nicole's like epic. Everyone, if you get to go to So Magical, stop by Nicole's booth. She's really sweet. She is so kind. Her family's amazing and she's funny. I can't tell you enough. Nicole is hilarious. Um and she was like, I was so happy that she got to go to the retreat because I knew she was awesome before when I met her at So Magical, and I've spoken to her like like via messenger, stuff like that. I knew she was just an awesome person. And but when at So Magical, at the retreat, I got to see her sarcastic side, her funny side, her compassion. She's like really knowledgeable about a lot of things, and she's just a good person. And that's how I felt about Christine. I got to know her a little bit with this, our conversations for Captain's Log. But then when I met her, she has a really big heart and she's funny. She is funny. And then like she does things that you wouldn't expect, like her aggressive driving because she was a truck driver. I did not expect it. I was like, damn, she's gonna hop out of the car and beat that guy's butt. Like, I kind of like her. I kind of dig her. Her personality is unexpected and she's very funny. Arnetta, oh god, she is goals. Like this woman is goals. Like from working out to doing the 5Ks to quilting to making baby bags for her friends. She is goals. Like literally, I want to be her when I grow up. So good morning, Shannon. Shannon. Your okay. First of all, I feel like if Token was alive, he would want you on his team because your details to just a small 10-second preview is like watching a trailer for Ring of Power or Lords of the Ring. I just want to say that your bag yesterday, that dart in the pocket though, you got this girl right here getting all. I get weird feelings with patterns, like especially when it's something new. That dart, I was like, oh, Shannon's bringing some garment stuff to the bag world. Go ahead, girl. So I was like, I was excited about it. Yeah, and I don't your video. I'm like, one day I'm gonna grow up and be able to take videos like you. Yeah, you did a really phenomenal job. I was just telling them, if you guys follow Shannon on Not a Threads on Facebook, I don't know. Did you put your video on Instagram or TikTok? If you did, if you could put the link maybe so that they can see it if they're not on Facebook. Um, she has a new pattern that's not out just yet. She does take a great deal of time to work out all the kinks before she gives it to testers. And again, I told you before that Shannon doesn't just have testers that are advanced. She has them in every stage from like beginner to advanced to people that have domestics to people have industrials, so that way she can get a good sense before she puts out a pattern and say this is really good for domestics, or this is good for industrials, or this is good for both, or this is more geared to a domestic machine because it's too light for industrial, and vice versa. So, but if you follow her page, she does give you hints and tips of what she's planning. And yesterday she kind of premiered this really beautiful sling with this pocket. And the thing is, with the front slip pocket, it has a nice curve that has a U shape that was able to emphasize a magnet like I showed you earlier. Now, where Shannon gets the magnet is exactly where I told you you can get this one. She's having retail today, and I told you she has a lot of Tolkien stuff. A lot of Tolkien stuff. So if you've been looking to get some Tolkien hardware, Lord of the Ring hardware, Thumbs and Thimbles, Jenny put the link further up in the comments. It's not open yet, but if you put your email into the box, it will advise you when it's open, as well as you can join the Facebook group when he announces it. Okay, so she's going to give you the IG and TikTok. Literally, I implore you guys, I'm not just saying this to say this, to look at her video. She has a lot of different routines as goals on. Like, I love the fact that she takes her time and she she comes out with a pattern. It's not very fast. She takes her time, so you know that you're going to get what you're paid for. I appreciate someone that takes their time because it means that they work out all the kinks, and it makes it easier for me to follow the pattern. And then on top of it, she comes with different stuff. And I'm telling you, the first thing that got my eye was the curved pocket to put like a cell phone in, as well as the fact that it had a dart, meaning that you have more room to put your hand in because it's not flat. There's some kind of where cushion where you can move your hand a little bit more. I know that sounds simplistic, but these things are the things I look at when I'm about to buy a pattern. So that dart alone made me want to get it. And then how she composed it, she did a very good job. It looks like a trailer. Like I'm like, so when is the movie coming out? So definitely look if you're not on Facebook, because I know some of you guys aren't. She has like a TikTok as well as a Instagram. Yeah, and I appreciate that. Not for a couple months. It's not going to be for a couple months, but I love that build up. I'm that person. Okay, so like I'm that person that I got excited for Ahsoka a year and a half ago when they said they were going to do it. And everyone's like, "Come out with it, come out with it." No, take your time, do it right. Be like Obi-Wan Kenobi where I'm watching it and I'm like, "This is the best show ever." I want to appreciate it. So sometimes when something you really love comes out too fast, there could be a lot of bugs. So take your time. Just take your time. It's worth it in the end. And it's, I don't know. I like it. I like the build up. Oh yeah. I love New Hampshire. It's beautiful during fall. I know. Isn't that weird? September's around the corner though. I was just thinking that because like August, I don't have a convention, and then I have the Baltimore Comic Con in September. Um, and then so Magical Expo. And we're in July, and we're in the middle of July now. We're in the middle. Today is the 16th. Thank you, Jenny. Um, so yeah, we have that. So Thumbs and Thimbles is going to release their retail today. The baby tote from Country Cow, less than $3, and you have three sizes. Um, oh, I didn't even tell you the best part of this. I did not fussy cut on purpose, but look at the bottom. What? I did not fussy cut. I was like, "Ooh, I have a fat quarter of this fabric left." I love this fabric from Riley Blake. This is like one of my favorite. I like those happy incidents. And one thing I like also is that her straps, they go down 1.5 inches, so I could feel the strap right here. She is really good at trying to not make that incident where someone's like, "Hey, does your strap does this?" Um, no, because one, I burn the heck out of them. Two, at the ends. Two, I leave a long tail, so that way if it it shouldn't unravel when it gets caught with stitches, but sometimes I guess it does. I'm not a big fan of polyester, but I did have polyester. I didn't have my navy at the time, but it worked out. It matched the little bells. Yeah, the faces. The Tweedledee and Tweedledum, like they're. I thought it was cool. Like I thought this would be a really cool playing card. Like I don't know. She did a really good job. I've never seen her Alice in Wonderland collection before, and I know that she has a tendency of making a collection she had previously and then like re-upping it. I really like this one. She did a good job with the Jane Austen too. Hmm. A book bag. My favorite book bag for kids for school or teenagers or college young adults. I like the Cumberland backpack from So Sweetness. Not only are you going to get a comprehensive video and she'll break it down, the group is incredibly insightful and helpful. If you get stuck on something, you can type in a post and like everyone and their mama that made that bag will try to assist you. But the video is very easy to follow. It is a fantastic bag, and when it's done, everyone is always an ooh and ah. Again, it has darts, and maybe that's what intrigues me. It has darts, giving it a very unique shape in the front, and it it does not look like it's homemade. There's nothing wrong with something looking homemade. It just looks like you went to a store and you bought this backpack, because it comes together really cool. It has a boatload of pockets, and you can either bind it ahead of time. She has a binding option or a birthing option. So that's my favorite backpack for people in school, is a Cumberland backpack. And I do also like the Making It backpack, from Noodlehead. And again, that one's a binding option. It is square. It is a very unique shape. It doesn't have as many as pockets, but you always can modify it to have more. So those are my two go-to for people that are in school. Those are my favorite backpacks. Let's see. I'm actually thinking about making what is the So Sweetness one that opens up like a Mary Poppin bag. I am losing. I'm thinking about making that one today, because I want to make something really cool with these little babies, because I don't know, the details on this is freaking outrageous. I want to make a really cool Star Wars bag. The Cumberland, yes. The Cumberland, yeah. The Cumberland, I'm telling you, you will really, really enjoy it. And again, the one thing I love about So Sweetness is that if you get stuck, because that group is massive, if you type in I cannot get past this, you will get so many people that are going to help you. It's not even funny. I love when a group wants to help like that. Literally, when I see someone say, "Hey, I'm stuck," and then everyone in the group tries to help, it makes me happy. I know I sound like a dork, but it does, because I feel like you can get to the people where that don't want to help you and you're wondering why, and then you get people that are like, "I'll help you. I'll it's a community, let me help you." Especially if you're trying to make it for a family or a friend, why not? It's very yeah, the chickadee, that's it. You are amazing, Christine. I want to make the chickadee. I haven't made it since I tested it, and I want to make a cool. I made a Star Wars one then too, using backstitch fabric, and that one sold actually the moment I put it on backstitch. That backpack to me is super cool. It does very well. It looks like it's more complicated than what it is, and it's a nice size. So I want to make one. I just haven't figured out what fabric, and you know I have a boatload of Star Wars stuff. I was kind of thinking about the pink Floral Wars, um, because why not? But because I already used the Soka fabric for the one I made yesterday, so I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Um, that's my plan today, is to make that. Yes. Yes. The pricing for the chickadee, I think I undersold mines last time. I sold it for okay. Pricing's always weird to me, okay? Because everyone prices, I say price based off of what you feel. My bags tend to be on the higher side. I don't charge for time because apparently I sew fast. So like, I think the chickadee I sold last time was for 195 and $20 for shipping. Now the reason why I do a little bit more for shipping, because shipping is a very touchy subject, is I am not going to squish your bag. I'm not going to squish your bag. I'm going to stuff it with like recyclable paper, and it's going to come where you're able to take it out, take the paper out, and you're not trying to uncrease it. I don't like folding a bag to make cheaper shipping. Um, I don't actually pack anything either. That's my husband. That's my only thing, is do not fold the bag, because normally I'm using interfacing that is a little bit stiffer, like Decovil light, Decovil heavy, Pellon stiff stuff. And if you fold it, you might get a crease in it. And then I'm known for putting false bottoms in. I like a nice sturdy base, so I won't stuff your bag. So I give it to Kendall, and if the shipping is less than what I'm charged, I always refund the rest of it. Like if it's like $1 or more, I refund it. But I won't. That's the one thing I will not budge on. I will not. I repeat, I will not fold your bag. I will not stuff it down. I won't do that, because I put a lot of work in it, and I don't want creases or something happening to it because I wanted to compress it to fit into a box. So, I mean, it depends. Like this, the bag that I showed you, these can fit into a medium sized priority mailbox, and it's okay because I could just move the handles. But I'm not gonna like actually fold this bag. Each magnet's about $4. Yes, yeah, and they're good. They're so good. It looks good. Like, look, this looks like a cool bag just because of a magnet. I'm just saying. And now I kind of wish that on the Ahsoka bag that I had something like Ahsoka like dealt with R2D2 a lot in the Clone Wars series. It would have been super cool to have this on here. See, like it just gives it a pop of something. So Thumbs and Thimbles has theirs, and they have Star Wars, they have Harry Potter. She has like a lot of different ones. I ordered some Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, the Hello Kitty ones are great. She has Ghibli. She has again Lord of the Ring. She has a lot of different stuff. I give her because it's not just like one genre. It's not just Star Wars and Lord of the Ring. Although I fangirl over her Lord of the Ring because the Dorian door, oh my god, is perfect. So, but she has a lot of different other ones. But again, the detail, like the detail, is just outrageous. Like the detail on these are just amazing. And I'm not gonna. This one is from a different company, and you can see that the detail's okay, but really look at how the etchings are and like the 3D, like the buttons. Like I don't know. Winnie's like next level. It like her BB-8. This is. I was just watching Force Awakening last night, and her BB-8 is just on point. Whenever I'm about to make something, I have a tendency of watching something beforehand. Like if I'm like the bags that I made for the last convention, there was like a couple Lord of the Ring one because I was rewatching Ring of Power. So there was that. Yeah, 4 to 5. Like, yeah, they're reasonable price. They're sturdy, and you can use them as an actual like magnet. I just like I on wallets. I love having these because you can do like a simple cork or a simple vinyl. And then this could be just the only thing that says it's Star Wars if you have no fabric. Like, I don't know, these are just really nice touches and people are oohing and awing when they see them. They're really cool. I love Miko too. Miko's like he is unbelievably talented and his Wednesday Adam bag is amazing. That yeah, the bag hardware for the two I showed you, these two are from Thumbs and Thimble. The if you're looking for the Dalek from Doctor Who, that is from Level Up Hardware. For a focal, okay, so when I'm making wallets, I use the actual magnet, but most of the time I do the same thing for focal. Like it just looks really cool. It just gives it a extra thing, just something extra pop to make someone else really like it. So I'm really excited about her retail. I'm excited to see what else she has. Oh, she also has Stranger Things. The dice one is my favorite one. I the Demogorgon is nice because it's cute because it's like it looks like a little Funko Pop. Like it has his little body and then has his like mouth open. Every time I pass by it or every time I see it, it reminds me of a Funko Pop like the bobblehead things. But her dice, every time I make anything with that dice is like gold to me. It gets sold within 24 hours after me showing it. I don't know what it is about that dice. I think because one, I think a lot of people love Eddie's character on Stranger Things, but two, they Stranger Things has its own cult following, but it has a cult within a cult because they talk about Dungeons and Dragons from like the first episode until even with Eddie, I think that there is a massive influx of people that play Dungeons and Dragons that grew up with it or taught their children Dungeons and Dragons. And so when they see that dice, they're like excited about it. Okay, I'm right here too. Don't even I have like as soon as Dungeons and Dragons the movie came out, I went as soon as to Rock Love and bought some really cool Dungeons and Dragons jewelry. I was like, yes, for the win. Um, so like that's what I like about like Winnie because I feel like she really listens to her strike team and she really is like she knows what she's doing. Like you can see the fun within the fun. Like I said, like her Demogorgon looks exactly like a Funko Pop. And I think it's the cutest thing. Ooh, Mama Projects. I might have to look into that. I like I like to watch weird stuff when I'm sewing. Well, not watch or just more like listen. Like there's this lady that does sublimation, and for the life of me, I don't. If you were to say what does she look like, I would not know. But her channel comes on, and then I just listen to her. She's so like enthusiastic and upbeat that it makes me listen. All right. Well, I'm gonna go drink some coffee and then start cutting out this chickadee so I can make a cute little backpack with either one of these or both of these. Oh my god, both of them will be cute. I've never put two on one bag. I have an idea. So, okay, I'm gonna pan out my idea because I think it might work. Two on one a bag. Shannon, have you put two on one bag before? I have an idea. So I think that this will be really cute because he did zap him to make him come back and Force Awakening. Yeah. Oh my god, that would be cool. So I'm trying to see. All right. I'm going to work that out and I'll show you the bag tomorrow. I hope everyone has a really good Sunday and if you're able to sew, if you're able to be with your family and friends, just enjoy your time and be you. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye.